to the slog of backtracking that is Harmony of Dissonance. I think I got most of the upgrades, so at this point I can actually travel the castle without spending 30 to 40 minutes backtracking. I think I saved. Maybe. Oh yeah, I saved right before a boss. Oh wow, he hits like a truck. Cross crash has been a constant I win button, so let's see how that continues to work out. Yep. Once again, cross crash pretty much trivializes the entire fight. I love it. Got the achievement in the Country of the Blind. The one-eyed man is king, I suppose. Let's see. Assuming this is a save point. So, Castle A I'm almost done with. I got 92%. Castle B I'm at 74, and I'm guessing after I clear the marble hallway here, I'll be close to 80 or 90. From there, I think I just have to collect the pieces of Dracula. I'll work backwards, I suppose. Because I googled it, and much like Simon's Quest, that was the prequel to this, time-wise anyway, this happened 50 years ago. Or Simon's Quest happened 50 years before this game. Simon is Just's grandfather. But much like Simon's Quest, you have to collect the 5 pieces of Dracula or 6 pieces of Dracula so that you can destroy it once and for all. And this time, it wasn't because you were cursed or anything, it's because your dipshit friend, Maxim, went ahead and subconsciously summoned this castle so that he could hang out with his e-girl. Okay. Sweet. Ancient robe. I'm guessing it's a good item for casters, maybe. Surprisingly not. That's pretty shitty. So I lose strength and gain a little bit of int. I guess that depends on what int actually does, because I'm not clear on if it affects the sub-weapons or not. I assume it affects the spell version like this, but I don't know if it actually affects the, like when you just throw the cross, which is what I like to do in boss fights. Have I mentioned at any point in the other streams how much I'd rather be playing Aria of Sorrow right now? Soon. Soon. and it will have glorious music, and it will have the best summons and skills, and demon souls, and weapons. There will be so many weapons. You can just grab a 9mm handgun for some reason. Is it time to finally try the water book? You know what? I can't. I can't even try it out while the cross is on. I'm gonna keep the cross. No, you know what? I'll try water. No. I can't decide. Well, I figure water's everywhere, so... So if I really want to try holy water out, I should be able to find it a lot easier than actually finding the cross. Cross sod weapon just always seems really hard to find. Level up. Hooray. Okay, this will open the blue or the green doors. The Technicolor or the green. I know that I can open the red ones on my own. With Maximus Bracer. Ah, new teleport zone. I love it. I highly prioritize anything that gives me mobility in this game. So unlocking shortcuts is like, mwah. And in the A Castle, I get Platinum Tip. I'm guessing that's another strength upgrade, like the... Yeah, it's like the Steel Tip, but even better. That's my new go-to. Anyway, I think that means it's back to the B Castle. If I push through it, I might be able to finish this tonight. I think I could. And maybe I can even start Dawn of Sorrow. For Aria. They haven't done a DS collection yet, but I will buy the shit out of that the day it releases, if it ever does. Because I loved Dawn of Sorrow, and I never got to finish the others. Or Portrait of Ecclesia, or whatever. Portrait of Ruin. Okay, uncool. Now this guy's got some hit points. He's chonky. I can only assume these are giving me awesome experience because they're such bullet sponges. That's how it works, right? This isn't on the map, so I assume it's good. And some sort of power-up. I don't know what was in that room, but I don't like it. Victory armor not so victorious now. I got all the quips. Silk curtain. Okay, so I got my item for the juice room. This enemy is called Zero. What's his deal? Whoa. Okay. Last time I saw one of those was a mimic, and it followed my movements. So I don't know what these things' deals are. They have bombs, apparently, and they drop sub-weapons. Check that out. There's some highly advanced Game Boy Advance dong right there. How did this filth get through the sensors? Yeah, I guess they're just random sub-weapon dispensers. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen Castlevania enemies that actually drop sub-weapons, so that's different. Hey, it dropped Noble Robe. Don't have one of those yet. Okay, it sucks. V-sad. Oh, that death animation is sweet. Takes a couple steps forward and then just hisses and catches on fire. I can dig that. The poison lizard poisoned me. I should have seen that coming. This is where all the lizard men in Dracula's castle live. The lizard man dropped turkey. Maybe it was his lunch. Man, I had a bunch of shit to do today, and I don't think I got any of it done. But it's okay because I have Castlevania. Why do things when I can play video games? It's what I like to call a life choice. Okay, so there's one tiny spot that is unexplored in the last room, and that is going to bother the hell out of me. I know there's probably nothing in that spot, but I must get my map reveal. Much better. Although, yeah, I got it. Just to be sure. I think I'm at the point where Maybe I should consider getting the holy water to see if that holy water rain is any good. Because the cross shield was fantastic for the platforming sections like the clock tower, but I'm past all that now. Wait a minute. Someone's playing Dark Tide. Is that out? I'm gonna switch games right now if that's out. Like, just fuck it. Straight up gonna play Dark Tide if that came out. Maybe they're doing another beta weekend here. Dark Tide. Pre-purchase and play the beta now. I have to buy it, but I can. So what I need to know is, does beta progress carry over? Because I kind of want to play Dark Tide a whole lot. Although I'm not going to if I have to redo it again, so... A lot of people complaining about performance. Yeah, you know what? I'll come back to this. For now, let me, I guess, finish this Castlevania game at least. Wow, he's got some reach. Damn, that almost feels unfair. I guess I could have stun-locked him like that from the start. Alright, I think maybe there's a save room here, so I'm not going to waste my valuable potions. Yep. I got the Twilight Cloak. That sounds badass. But is it? A pitch black cloak that creates an air of darkness. It gives me a lot of luck. I do like luck. And the defense on it is mad good. If nothing else, I think this could replace either my arm plates. No, actually I can't, because that's a different slot. Is it? No, I can wear the Twilight Cloak in my hands for some reason. So I lose a tiny bit of defense, but the luck upgrade is worth it. Oh, cool. Look at that. It changed my aura to Twilight. I like the blue better, I think, but still, that's kind of nifty. Okay, let me go. I'm thinking this way. There are many options right now. Does Viking helmet do anything cool? Can I find my Viking helmet? It is slightly better defense-wise. I'm not even sure what it is I got there, but it's map completion. Oh, these are the bomb dudes that get the sub-weapon. Sweet. So I think this is the item that unlocks with the lure key. Do I have to physically equip the lure key every time I open one of these doors? Knowing that this game is what it is, I'm almost inclined to think yes. Yes, I do. That, or I didn't actually get the item that unlocks it. There it is. Opens the door that gives off a golden hue. So it's not the green door that I needed, that has been the bane of my existence this whole game. It's a golden door. I have absolutely no clue where that door is, so I'm going to check a map when I get to the point where my completion here is stalling. But I'm not quite there yet. I still have more map to explore. You know, I just want to see what it does, like, because I don't want to give up my cross if I don't need to. I am just looking at a YouTube video of all the different sub-weapons to see what they do. Alright, there's the axe. Holy fist. The knife. We know we will be using the knife. Here we go. The water. Let's see what the holy water does. It summons like a fairy. It shoots a bouncing fireball, which that's very not holy water to me. It can cast like an ice cube and lightning storm. The green is probably the storm one since it's yeah. I don't know. It does look useful. I just don't know if I want to give up my cross for it. Let's see what the nerds on Reddit have to say. Book and Wind. Hydrostorm, that's the one. Yeah, you know what? I will give Hydrostorm a try. Just because I've been using the Holy Book or the Cross for the entire game. The only thing that sucks, though, is when you run out of magic points, then you have to use... you can't use the Cross. That's true. I'm deciding. I think I'm at the point of the game where the enemies are well, I just lost the cross, so... You know what? That's a good opportunity to try out the holy water. Simon Wraith. Nice. It's like baby Belmonts. That's kind of cool, actually. Clearly supposed to be Simon Belmont. With his barbarian clothes and all. Pretty solid. High potion. Oh, does he have a whip? Yeah. Badass. So, I'm 3 for 3 on high potions from the Simon Belmonts. Yeah, I kind of like this, the Hydrostorm. I always liked it for cheesy kills on Richter. It just kind of sucks once you run out of magic. Because then you're kind of screwed. Because most of the bosses float or hover, and you can't really do too much with holy water. But man, it seems like it'll be a boss destroyer, so. very tricky, Belmont Wraith. Level up. Now what's this? Crush boots. So I think I know a spot I can use those. Is it another equipable? I hope not. I hate equipping shit just to go through the map. I do not see it anywhere. I would expect it to be a relic. There we go. Used with high jump, it's possible to smash through ceilings. I know two spots where I can use this. Up by the clock tower on both maps. And I think at the start of the game, maybe? Yeah. So that's two spots. Well, onwards to the left, to the right. It's kind of cool, the area where the Simon Wraith spawn looked like the start of Castlevania 4 to me. I'm not sure if that's intentional, but that's how I'm reading it. Anti-venom. Alright, well there's another area where I need that one key to get through. But there is still more of Castle B to explore here. And then I can backtrack to the areas that I can unlock with the Crush Boots. If I remember to equip them. What do we got going on here? It's dragon heads on pikes. That's pretty rad. Damn hit points, son. Alright. I think this will all make a giant loop, so I can probably not worry about missing anything. turkey. Gotta love candle turkey. This looks like maybe Dracula's bedroom. It's a coffin or something. Kinda cool. And with that, I think it's back to the right. Terminator skulls. I love that enemy. I love it from Symphony of the Night, and I'm glad to see it make an appearance on the Game Boy games again. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't been here yet. There's so much turkey here. It must be Simon's influence. I think it'd be cool if the Simon mobs gave you like some sort of rad whip drop or upgrade. But I think I am actually using Vampire Killer, so that wouldn't make a super big amount of sense. That cheeky fucking owl. Getting some good money in this part of the castle. Seems like it's more willing to drop the 100 and 250 gold bags than earlier. Oh, there's the cross again. Do I want it? I do kind of want it, but I'm gonna try keep using the Hydro Thunder. I'll keep an eye out, or keep in mind that it's in this hallway. I think before the final Dracula, all these games should just give you a hallway full of every sub-weapon so you can pick the one you want. Alrighty. So there's my completion, bringing Map B up to 95%, and Map A up to 92, leaving me at 188% total. And now it's time to collect all the Dracula parts. I think. I'm guessing I should just go to the spots where both are not revealed yet. But where is unlocked by the new item I got, the lure key? It says that it's the two areas I already checked. So clearly that's bullshit. Let's see. Lure key. Will GameFAQs be able to help us? Every door in the castle. No, I can't. It said it was locked. Unless... unless I'm missing another key of some sort. MK's bracelet. Lure key. You know what I bet it is? I probably have to equip the fucking thing. However, I don't see it. Only thing I can really think of is maybe I need to equip the bracelet and the key. Does not make a huge amount of sense, though. Well, either way, I think I need to collect the Dracula parts. And it just so happens I'm here at the start of the game, so I can... Yeah, you know, this might have been a good spot to have the cross, since I'm going to do a whole bunch of backtracking again. I like that they do the little flourish before they die. Like, if I was a bird demon, I think I'd want to do that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's extremely bogus that I need to keep equipping shit. Crush boots. Remember that I had the rare ring. Mana prism's good. And I got the Rib of Vlad. There we go. That's the first Dracula part. I might have the eye already? I don't know. Nope. So I got the rib. And now I can equip my real item again, the rare ring. Looks like I have not been here on the original map, so time to backtrack. I wonder if I can unlock the room here now to switch between castles. Because if not, I have no idea what the lure key I picked up is possibly for. Oh, Technicolor doors. That makes sense. Lure key was used. Okay, that's... good. I'm so used to not being able to go where I want in this game that when it actually happens, it completely throws me for a loop, and I'm like, there's no way it could be that easy. Could it? Been a while since I saved, I might as well. Yeah, so now I'm going to use the Castle A and B map to get my remaining completion. Because I've finally consolidated it enough that certain areas will actually stick out. So that's kind of cool, actually. It was just a hella pain at first. It's easily the worst designed castle in Castlevania that I've seen. But it's... Oh God, I have to switch items again. Crushing stone, okay. Now back to my platinum tip. But I'm at the point where it's actually fun now, since I can go where I need to. And I can easily see where I've missed. Once again, I am equipping my items. Rare ring, switch it to crush boots. You know, I'm just gonna keep them on. Some mana. And magical armor. That sounds kind of cool. Surprisingly, your int goes down with the magical armor. The defense is pretty nice, but I prefer to have the strength and just be a glass cannon. Okay, next up on the list is... I think I'm going to go for that pocket in the southeast on the map. Stop. Okay. I think this is a teleport zone. I'm trying to think where the other Technicolor door was. I know that there was one in the clock tower. I don't see it when I'm looking, though. It was by the elevator shaft, to the left of an elevator. Ah, I bet it's that spot. And I bet it's a warp room now that I think about it, based on the map design. Let's see. It is a warp room. It says it's where the last battle is, so that means I don't need to go there for a while. Which castle am I in? I'm in A, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. Just to mop up that one area that I haven't been to yet. Of course, it's the long way around. Nope. Trap way. I guess there's that little stretch of green there, too. I'll go back that way when I paint the hallways, I guess. Is this it? Netted me a hearts upgrade, which, awesome. I'm gonna need to see if there's like a map achievement for 100%, because I'll probably need to do that. Just so I never have to come back to this game again. If there isn't, fuck it, I'm not doing it. And there's the skull key, which I have no idea what the skull key unlocks. I think I still like the cross better. Hydrostorm is really good, though. Okay, so there's a tiny area that I have not painted on map A. I could probably leave it alone, even though I know it's an upgrade of some sort. As I said, I'll need to look at the achievements later. I can go back that way and paint the castle. Actually, do I want to? Or while I'm here, I might as well. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll switch castles. I am in Castle B. Excellent. Castle B is where I wanted to be. Wrong way. Walk armor. I think that might give you experience when you walk. Maybe hit point regen. This armor restores the user's hit points when in motion. I take a stat penalty on everything, though. So I guess it kind of comes down to how much do I need the hit points. No, I'm not going all the way back there. So... looks like I am headed back to this castle swap. Let's head back to that green hallway. I know I haven't been there yet. So at this point I'm hunting for the pieces of Glad so I can get a good ending. Excuse me. I think I have what I need to actually fight Dracula now, should I want to, but that'll be for the bad ending. So, I'm very close. I'm at 191 of 200%. Everything now is basically mop-up mode. $15. I'm living large now. Haven't been this way. Oh, hey, boomerang armor. I haven't seen him before. That's kind of cool. I think this was a hidden room, yeah, in the first part. I obtained the Nail of Vlad, so I've got the rib and the nail. That's 2. I don't know if I need 5 or 6. I think it's 5. Hard gloves. Seem kind of crappy. Okay, what is next? So there's 2 spots there. That's probably for the boss encounter. There's the cathedral that I haven't explored. And then there's that one pesky spot in Castle A. which I wasn't sure how I needed to get there, because I already did it in Castle B, but... Oh yeah, and there's another spot in the main central hallway where the lure door is. Okay, I can check both of those. But it's definitely coming down to the point where there's just not much castle to explore anymore. And I should probably get to finishing the game. I should have gone the other way. But that's alright, this will get me there. It's just the scenic route. And actually, what castle am I in? I'm in Castle A, that's where I need to be. Perfect. So Castle 1 doesn't have the Medusa heads in this area. Castle B has the annoying Medusas that try to knock you off. So I like Castle B better, because I like the troll Medusas. Yeah, this'll go. Back down. I feel like there must have been something blocking me in the first place, though. Otherwise, I would have explored it. Alright, let's see how I get there. Let me see what other items I have. So this is probably pretty good. I'm hoping for something anti-air that'll help me deal with these. Yeah, that works. Without having to do the whole animation log of Hydra Storm. How do I get to that room? Maybe I need to win the race in this one too? So maybe the entrance is up this way. Because it looks like you have to jump down to get there. Oh, I'm failing so hard right now. Yeah, so I was thinking it had to be here somewhere, maybe. Maybe there's like a hidden wall. Doesn't appear to be, though. I came all this way. I really don't want to go back to Castle B without getting that stupid room. Maybe I have to do something in the B castle to unlock it. Which I really hope isn't the case, because I don't want to go all the way back to that fucking clock tower. So that, if I won the race, I could have come up that way. Doesn't matter though. I'm thinking it's gotta be something in Castle B. That's annoying as hell, but it is what it is. You know, before I do anything else, I want to look and see if there is an achievement for 200%. Because if not, I'm just not going to do it. Circle the moon, defeat Maxim, collect all the furniture. Beat the game. I wonder if there's any hidden achievements, because I think there's one for getting all the furniture, but you know, that fucking room will have the furniture that I need. I know how this works. But I don't need to scour every nook and cranny, at least. I will need to figure out how to get to that room at some point, though. Let's see what's even in that room. Is there anything? Ah, it's actually a Dracula piece from what this map shows me. Which means that I absolutely need to figure out how to get it now. he yells out huzzah when he uses the lightning ability, which is amazing. Huzzah! Alright, Castle B. Better yet, since I know what it is, which is apparently Vlad's Fang, I can probably look it up and see how to get to that. So I don't have to backtrack over and over and over again. And the FAQ says use cross plus wind, which I just got rid of. Far left with wood portions built into them that you'll have to drop through. It says it's Clock Tower A. Slide through the wall. Yeah, I knew there was some bullshit like that. Head down and to the right, you'll see a spiked pit. Immediately slide through to the left. Yeah, okay, so it was a hidden wall with no indication that it was hidden. Back to Castle A. Let's do this all over again. Yeah, it says you need to slide. I wonder how I found that in the B castle without checking. I must have just stumbled across it while I was doing the race. So there's somewhere here that I can apparently slide through. Okay, that's bullshit. That's exactly what that is bullshit. No way you would have found that with... Yeah. I mean, I guess technically I did find it on Area 2. But there's the Fang of Vlad. I did it. And there's some sort of machine here, which is kind of weird. Looks like a dong. 2 balls. I'm very mature, by the way. Okay, with that done, there's 2 other spots that I can think of to check. One was the central hallway, and 2 was by the clock tower. Oh, I have to go the long way around. I can't believe there's no item to transport you back to a merchant or central room or teleporter with how much backtracking this fucking game does. Well, it was worth it, because now I have 3 parts of Dracula. Man, I hate these things. They only do 1 damage, but they're just so obnoxious. I think I might hate them more than the Medusa heads. In this game, yes, but the Medusa heads piss me off because they're in other games that they're much harder in. Alright. Back to Castle. I could have just teleported. It's fine. Alrighty. So this was the first area that I was thinking I hadn't explored yet. I need the rock crusher to get anywhere there. Wine glass, excellent. Kaiser mail, that's new. Lose some int, but wow, 30 defense, that is worth it. And I think I got some luck out of that too. That was a worthwhile upgrade. Usually the upgrades in this are pretty shitty. Swapping castles. elixir, candlestick, life max. $400, and a passage somewhere has opened. Ah, where is that? The hand and the heart are symbolic. The passage that just opened is the one that leads to the heart of the castle. Ah. However, I still don't have all the pieces of Dracula, so... Ah, and look, it even put it on the mini-map for me. There's one more spot I can see, and it's dead south. I don't know if I can get there easily from here, though. It might be easier to... Yeah, that's going to be a long-ass detour. I think it would be easier to teleport somewhere. This is probably as close as I'm going to get. Although it looks like there's another place that I can unlock, which I think is a teleport by the controller. What you doing? Stop. I've only noticed it in this game. I hope this is not a problem that I'm going to start running into with this controller. Because I really like this controller. It has served me well. It's an Xbox One controller that is blue. And it's a really nice blue color. Yeah, just keep on going to the right as far as I can go, I guess. It. Silver armor, I can't imagine being better than the Kaiser Mail, despite unlocking so much later in the game, of course. That was it? Huh. Okay. Well, maybe... I can go ahead and unlock that one central tower, if it is indeed a warp room. It might just be a save point. But it'll give me some map completion either way. What's this? Moon armor. Armor affected by the moon. Well, the moon doesn't seem that great given what the stats are. But it is another warp point. Cool. Sun armor. I bet it has to do with what castle you're in. Let's see. So in this one, yeah, the moon armor is way better defense than I expected. And the sun armor is shit. So yeah, it looks like it affects whichever castle you're in between the moon and the sun armor is what I'm thinking. Okay, now back to the one spot that I haven't explored. And then I need to figure out which piece of Dracula I'm missing, because I think I only have 3, maybe 4. I got the rib, the nail, and the fang. So I gotta be missing some stuff. Either way, I'm getting close. I'm thinking like 2 pieces of Dracula and maybe 1 relic. That or it's 3 pieces of Dracula. Either way, the end is in sight. And then I can start Glorious Aria of Sorrow. Or take a break and do Dracula X, maybe. I really am missing the classic Vanias after this much Metroidvania all in a row. Yeah, that's strange. I didn't really realize I need rock swings to get through here. Okay, to the map to see what I'm missing. I don't think I have... It says Dracula's eye, heart, rib, yeah, there's 6 of them. Which do I have? I have the nail, the rib. Oh, I can. Oh, it actually gives me stats. Nice. I didn't realize this. Negate poison. Sweet. Well, I got the fang, the rib, and the nail. So that means I need the eye, the heart, and the ring. So on the map, that would be 7, 8, and 12. Let's see where they are. It appears. Nope. 12 is in Castle A. In that tiny room. Okay. So 1 is in Castle A. The other 2 look like they are in Castle B by the clock tower. Still looking for it. 7 and 8. Well, that's unexpected. Castle A in the area that I've already been. Upper. I didn't have Rock Swing when I was there before, though. That's the difference. So there's 2 of them in Castle A I can get. One is at the top, I'll get that one first. Second one is... Yeah, I can knock this all out in one spot. Okay, sweet. Guess I will just, No, you know what? I'll go down first, because I can just knock out that one spot. Whoops. I went the wrong way. Here we go. Back to Castle A. Double check to make sure I was in Castle A, because things were looking a little bit upside down here with how the spikes were placed. Okay, so I need to ascend through that tower to the left. Yeah, this might have been where I quit, like trying to find all the Dracula pieces, because I was in between classes and it was too chaotic and it was easy to get lost and forget where I was. So there's Vlad's ring. Hell yeah. There was one more item here. I think it was in the clock tower. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. This game has very few good music tracks, and that was one of them. This is another. Everything else is pretty trash. That was the wrong way, wasn't it? Shit. Okay. I hate this map so much. But I can probably teleport there by going to the underground area that I just unlocked. Okay, down all the way. Pew pew! Let's go! No, not you, Ducky. Sorry. My dog heard the G word and wanted to O-U-T. What was I doing again? I was trying to get to the clock tower, that's right. One more trip up. Well, this definitely wasn't a speed run. I'm almost at 8 hours, which I did circle the moon in 4 or 5, which is kind of amusing because most people took longer on Circle of the Moon because it's like a harder game, technically. But this game defeated me with endless backtracking. Like, I spent at least 2 of these hours. Oh, damn it, now. Okay. I don't even remember which castle I was supposed to be in. I think it's Castle A, which, awesome, now I'm back where I need to be. Oh, there was a way to get there. That was not made clear on the map. Yet another reason I just kind of hate this game. Alright, Dracula's Eye should be in here somewhere. I think I recall it being on one of these ledges, and being annoyed that I couldn't get it at the time. Tried to leave you be, but no, you made me kill you. Ah, yeah, there it is. Just kind of chilling. I mean, it's a good place to hide an eyeball. I have now achieved the Eye of Vlad, so that means I am going back to Castle B, I think. Because I need one more item, and that is Dracula's heart. I can probably just go back to this save spot here. Yeah, it might be in a hidden room, because it's supposedly by that save point, but I know I've checked that save point already. So yeah, I guess that's the last item I need to be able to actually take on Dracula. Okay. Yeah, finally all the backtracking is just about at an end. I've got 195% out of 200%, so I should just about be done. I think after I get this next Dracula item, that's it. I'm ready to start Aria. And there actually isn't an achievement for uncovering the whole castle like there usually is. It seems like the achievement is for collecting all the furniture instead, which I don't think I'm going to bother with that. So this is supposedly the room. I probably need my crush whip for that. Ah, sneaky. There was another spot. The Heart of Vlad. I think that's everything. So the eye, the heart, the rib, the nail, the fang, and the ring. There's only one more spot that I need to check, and that's that in the bee castle. Do I want to backtrack and do that now? Because it kind of bothers me just having that unexplored. Yeah, why not? Might as well do it before making the final push to finish this game. I probably need to see like what the secret endings are, because usually there's some gimmick, like you need to equip a ring and then not kill one enemy so that you can kill the other. Like with Richter in Shadow of the Night or Symphony of the Night. You had to equip 2 rings, and I think in Dawn of Sorrow you needed to do something similar, so I'm betting I'm gonna get screwed out of the good ending if I don't double check how to do that. Yeah, I actually don't want that equipped. Platinum. Alrighty, just about time for Dracula. And usually with Dracula, you have to go up those steps right before the end, but looks like he's hidden right there in the heart of the castle. So let's double check just to see. Ending guide. Because I don't really want to replay the ending multiple times. Okay, so head to the save room in the second castle. First ending is gotten for defeating Maxim in Castle A. The second and third require the remains of Dracula to open the hatch leading to the final battle. Defeat Maxim in the second castle for the second ending. Third ending can be unlocked by beating Maxim while wearing a pair of items the entire fight. the MK and JB bracelets. I knew it. I knew it was going to be something like that. Once you beat the game, you unlock Boss Rush. Okay, so it looks like it is Castle B and equip some items that I think I already have. I know I already have those ones. Castle B, so I'm where I need to be. Let me equip JB's bracelet and MK's bracelet. And I guess I'll keep the Kaiser Mail and the Viking Helm, because they both look fairly useful. Okay, onwards. Let's do this. Coming for you, Dracula. I'm coming for you. He shall know fear. Dracula's remains are glowing. Excellent. So this is like the only Game Boy, really the only Metroidvania I haven't finished aside from, I think, Portrait of Ruin. Look at all those candles. So I'm super stoked to finally finish this. I know I like Aria. 99.1%. Oh, that's so close. I want to go back. Liddy. She still draws breath, but damn, I'm too late. Welcome to the party, Juiced. You're late. Maxim. Maxim. Oh, his spirit no longer lives within me, and I owe it all to that woman. Look at all the strength she's given me. Damn it, no mercy for you. Who needs mercy? Weak threats from an unworthy opponent. This is so ugly. Oh no, he's using ninja power. Should have kept the cross. Cross seems like the better sub-weapon to me. Ow. That hurt. Might as well pop the mana potion now. It's not like I'm going to use it anywhere else in the game. This may be the ugliest boss background I've ever seen in my life. It's like Earthbound, but so much worse. Because I kind of like the Earthbound backgrounds. High Potion, Mana Prism. I don't know if I actually have to fight Dracula after this or not. Got the achievement Friend or Foe? Arg, that bracelet. You wore it for me. Maxim, is that you? Why, do you still live within me? I thought you were dead. Remember, Maxim, you're stronger than this. You're right, but compared to the training we had, this is nothing. Why can I not free myself of you? Because I choose not to free you, Juiced. Finish me off. I sense a strong magic at work. The remains. Oh no. As long as I have this power, I have no need for this body. Here, have it. Maxim, no. You brought Dracula back. And he's a ghost. He's a Dracula ghost. I'm not stable, but your blood will once again make me whole. Take it if you can. Do not underestimate the power of Belmont. Okay, let us begin then. I will enjoy destroying you. Yeah, I'm just gonna spam my holy water crash, as is tradition with the Dracula fight. He probably has a second form. I should save it for that. God, the color vomit on this. Like, they've added a second layer of color to the bottom of the screen. Okay. I think I beat him. And there's the second form. Just a conglomeration of body parts of Dracula. Will he be able to stand up to my inventory of mana potions? He's weathered the storm. All he has to do now is outlast my 30 health potions. I'm rooting for you, Dracula. Ow, that actually really hurt. I'm getting stun locked here. The color vomit is done with. Arg. I told you so. Do not underestimate the power of my bloodline. So, this is the power of Belmont. You should know by now. It's like the 4th time. Vile spawn of Maxim, you are not worthy of being my opponent. I will now fade from this world, but I find some pleasure in this. With the cursed powers of yours, destiny calls you to hunt for all eternity. And yet he never got a sequel. Actually, maybe he was in Harmony of Despair. I never got to play that one. That was like the Xbox Live version. I got Ending of Dissonance, which I'm guessing is the good ending, I hope. Where am I? Maxim, you've come back to us. Am I alive? You used your own strength to force him out of you. The hell he did. I kicked the shit out of Dracula. That's how we beat him. It wasn't my strength, it was yours and Liddy's. Liddy didn't do jack. She was just laying down the whole time. What about Liddy? Did you save her? She hasn't come to, but her bite marks faded when Dracula was vanquished. She's regained some color. It's just a matter of time before she wakes up. I see. Just, please forgive me for creating Dracula's castle. It's all behind us now. Everyone summons Dracula by accident once or twice. It's no bigs. Thank you. It looks as if Liddy's coming too. So this is 2 Castlevanias in a row now, where the main character's sidekick has screwed him over by accidentally summoning Dracula. Just, what am I doing here? I think that I was bitten by Maxim. Uh-oh. You must have had a bad dream. Feel your neck. There's nothing there. It was just a dream. Tell her the truth. Keep quiet. Maxim, you've come back. Yes, but actually... Yes, Maxim, I'm sure you are exhausted, so let's talk after we get home. No, I want to. Come on, Maxim, nothing happened. Isn't it best we leave it at that? That's not right. You should finish what you started. What did you just say? Cut it out, you two. Stop, both of you. Don't get started. We just got together. Actually, Liddy. Actually. I'll hear your stories at home. Until then, let's talk about other things. You heard the lady. Fine. It's been a while, hasn't it, since the three of us got together? Yes, it has. Yes. And credit roll on Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. So I'm almost ready for Aria of Sorrow, which is like the best of the Game Boy trilogy easily. This was the only one I had never finished, and now I have. So all the Game Boy ones are done. Hooray. Now I just need a DS collection so I can beat Portrait of Ruin finally. And then I think that's like every Castlevania ever that I've finished. I think this has a Maxim mode on it too, where I can play as Maxim. I don't know if it's as long or if I have to do as much crap or not. Let's see, Maxim mode. I'll probably come back to it so I can start Aria, but how to unlock. Maxim mode becomes available after beating the game as Juiced, and then entering Maxim is the name on the name entry screen of a new save. Cool. Oh, that's the credit roll, so I did it. Although I guess... let's go for all endings. Why not? Oh, it unlocked a boss rush too, and a sound mode. Because that's the first thing everyone thinks about this game is how great the soundtrack is. Cough. Okay. 197%. Yeah, let's see what the different endings are. Why not? I will unequip my bracers and wear my good stuff. Twilight Cloak and... I guess the magic necklace. Since I've been using a lot of magic. And I'm kind of leaning on my Holy Water Crash. So I'm thinking this should give the bad ending or the neutral ending. Where I don't think Dracula will unlock, it'll just let me kill him outright. Seriously though, the color vomit in this room is outstanding. And I'm impressed that they had the balls to go through with that, really. Like, just push that past development. Because it's just so ugly. They could have done so many different things, but they chose this. getting tired. I'm making so many easy mistakes. Alright, is this the end, or do I have to fight Dracula? Maxim, forgive me. You think I will lose? I who wield the powers of Count Dracula? Maxim was stronger than you are. I don't believe that you could have taken all that he was. But if I die, he will perish as well, and the woman too. So this is goodbye. With that cursed strength of yours, you'd better hunt down Dracula eternally. Damn it all. Ultimately, I couldn't save Liddy or Maxim. All that remains to remember them by is this bracelet. I couldn't even protect those I love. I've failed as a vampire hunter. What on earth should I do with myself now? That was definitely a crappy ending. Do I get an achievement or something for it at least? Alright, let me look up the last one I need. So there's Maxim mode, and I think there's an achievement for that. Maxim cannot equip or use any items, so it's like Richter mode. Yeah. But it looks kind of cool though, and I think I'm going to give that a try before Aria. And I also have the really bad ending, I think, which is if you go to Castle B instead of fighting Maxim in Castle A. Let's see. So bad ending, I just did that. If you defeat Maxim in Castle A, you'll get the not quite bad ending. Okay, that's the one I haven't done. Time to go for not quite bad. So it's back to Castle A, but first I'm going to... Controller, what are you doing? Stop. First I'm going to explore this little bit so I can get my map completion after I save. Just have to be careful not to step on that. Damn it! Can't believe I did that. I think it actually makes you get on before you get there, because there's no other way you could get the map completion if it forces you to do the fight. Just in case, I will make a backup save. Alright, 99.7. So I'm missing one room. I know exactly what room it is, too. It's the one that I was too lazy to go back to in Castle A. Yeah, there it is. Nope, I don't care because there's not an achievement for it, so... Back to Castle A it is. For the final ending. The not quite bad ending. Quote unquote. in Castle A again. Just gonna power right all through this. Since it's a Metroidvania, nothing can really kill me. Unlike if it was Dracula X, which maybe I'll play that before Aria. Not sure. I really did like Dracula X. It's no Rondo, but what is? .98%. Yeah, and it forces you on there before you even get a chance to move. That's why it was screwing me up. Stop. Juiced, it's you. Liddy, are you okay? She's lost consciousness, but I think we'll make it back here in time. Maxim, you've still managed to hold on to your true self. Yes, by some means or another, but I've reached my limit. I beg you, take my life. What do you speak of? I can't. I can't hang on any longer. I can't fight the impulse. I cannot take your life. Then I'll make you. Kill me. Defend yourself. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I think it's saved. Yeah, it must have saved my item usage because I've got no more mana potions. I didn't save the game though, so... Gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way without my cheesy water bottles. It would help if I could see what was going on. It's just so much color vomit, damn. Okay, let's finish this. And I'm rewinding that because I am having trouble seeing what's happening. Spamming them high potions. And here's the final ending. Thank you, Juiced, for I did truly desire to be felled by your hand. Maxim, I wanted to free you from your cursed fate. That's enough. There's no need to speak of anything else. Take care of Liddy, will you? And just like that, the not-so-bad ending. Looks like you're coming to. Have we been saved? Where's Maxim? Maxim is... Juiced, it's alright, you don't have to say anything more. I have no idea about what happened between the two of you, but you mustn't blame yourself. Blaming yourself is the same as blaming him. Perhaps you're right. Indeed, Maxim would have agreed with you. At any rate, let's go home. We'll figure it all after we've resetted. We've rested. That sounds good. Let's go home. Alright, well that is all three endings for Harmony of Dissonance. I'll probably do Maxim mode tomorrow, because I don't think it's as long. I think the whole castle's unlocked right from the beginning. And then I'll start Aria of Sorrow. Oh, hi. Yeah, so that was actually the third ending, which was the not-so-bad one. I did the best ending first. So when I shut this down in a few minutes here, if you rewind, you can see the good ending. I did the good ending, the bad ending, and then this was the not-so-bad one. And I am now finished with Harmony of Dissonance, which... it was interesting. It was the only Castlevania game that I hadn't finished on Game Boy. So now I'm done with that. I replayed Circle of the Moon, and next up is Aria of Sorrow. So that'll be next. Anyway, that's about it for me for today. Have a good one.